Hey guys, it's the Gundam Boy, and if you thought money would persuade me, then you're absolutely right, because today we are looking at the eats. And this video is chosen by the Real Lizard 18. Thank you very much for the super thanks. I'm not sure what E199 is, but I'll be glad to send it to my Arizona fund. But if something's not making sense, or there's something you want to know more about in my schizophrenic editing style, be sure to leave it down below and I'll try to get to it. So we are looking at the original GOAT of anti-tankery. The baby's first anti-tank, if you will. This is one of the most spammable stratagems for defensive missions and offensive missions, as the cooldown is just so fast that you can call it out at a moment's notice, or on a charger. Like seriously, my GF uses this stratagem so often that the map is just littered in Expendables. Making the Super Earth Recovery team work hard on this one, dear. And you don't get just one shot, but you get 2 shots for the price of 1 pod. That's like double the anti-tank power. It takes a support weapon slot, and my only complaint is that I can't carry 2 of them. Fuck! So, one thing you need to keep in mind when pulling this thing out is when you hold the rocket launcher to aim it, you have to give it a split second if you're pulling it from your back. And then you can fire. But you need to keep in mind, if you're going to fire this thing, you got a good set of ranges that you can fire it at. Though, at long distances, it's going to be kind of difficult, because this ain't no sniper scope, and this sight doesn't tell you jack shit about bullet drop. But instead, I'll show you visually. So here's at 100 meters, here's it firing at 200 meters, and here's it firing at 400 meters. And you can fire this thing at long ranges, though bullet drop is dropping as fast as Dream's mental self. Silence. Now we're gonna talk about how it fares against the bugs. So against the Brood Commander, it's boom, dead. What did you expect? It can paint the walls green against the enemies like the Brood Commander, and we can assume that if it does this to the Brood Commander, it will do it to the smaller units. Charger is an instant death if you can aim for the head, though if you freak out like I do when the Charger drifts around the corner, shooting in any portion of the body should do tons of damage, leading it to either bleed out or just die anyways. And if you gotta get another one down and the Charger's still roaming around, you can call the pod directly on top of it, killing it instantly, assuming it doesn't bounce. Against the Impalers, it works great when you aim for the crown on its head. 1 shot should be enough to kill that fucker in his 5 head, but be ready to grab a second shot to kill it if it misses. And if you're out of that second shot, pray that you have another one ready to come down. And call it right on top of his fucking stupid tentacle porn face. Goofy ass motherfucker. I hate you. Against the Bile Titan, you can 1 shot if you hit it right in his pretty little mouth. But if you don't have the chance to shoot it, or you're just too lazy, you can aim for any section of the body to get in some damage. If you're really in a tight situation and you can't get a headshot, try to aim for its huck sack so it can't spit on that fang.
Why did I put that in the script?
Regrets aside, the bug structures are pretty light work with this, just don't go bug hole closing with it because it's only 2 shots. Going on the bot front, great for killing these automatons and selling their scrap for 2 caps and 1 case of jet. Against the devs, it's an instant kill, though the devs with a tanking shield can block it. But aim for the left side of their body when they're facing you and hit their shoulder, that should do the damage needed. And against the Hulks, this is a complete joke when they're around, because this is instant death, just like recoilless rifle, but smaller. Tanks hate them because these bad boys can be used to do damage in 3 ways. Either you fire 2 rockets into it, or you drop 1 fresh hell pod right on top of them. A shot to the head turret can do some damage, but aiming for the back of his head or his ass will be enough to kill it. When it comes against gunships, you can 1-shot them if you can hit them. Better train your aim so that you can snipe these boys. And against the Temu Factory, we can slap this guy in the eye, but with the limited amount of shots you have, you'll have to choose wisely from what you're going to shoot on this Strider. Typically, if you have a medium pen gun, you can break his chin guns and save your rockets to take out the top turret. But if the strider is already disarmed, aim for the side panels, it can be broken, the head can be cracked open, the underbelly can be shot at, the vent in the back can open for a few seconds to do some damage. But against a factory strider, I'd say the E's only struggle because it's 2 shots. Better start drawing some stratagems. Going against the Illuminati, Overseers will tank 1 shot unless you aim for their head, or if you already did some damage to them, it should kill them if you broke off maybe like a chess piece. Same thing applies to the elevated ones, they will eat your first shot, but they will usually be at extremely low health after. And against Harvesters, these are easy kills, just don't fire the rocket at the shield to try and take it down. Wait for the shield to be down, pop the leg to kill it, or just aim for that horn to do a shit ton of damage to stop it from putting it back up if you're not sure that you'll hit it. And shooting these into the bases will do some damage to kill it, but you have to shoot through the door because the armor is angled like sloped armor, and it will bounce all other rockets away. It reminds me of War Thunder. But to wrap it up, this rocket launcher is great for those who like to pump it and jump it. Since it has no backpack and it being an expendable means you can pick up items off the ground while still having a space for your backpack. This stratagem will keep you on your feet, just be sure to call it down once in a while because, oh man, I tend to forget that I have this.